Hi, I'm Patricia Longo and I'm a celebrity makeup artist. I've worked with models from Sports Illustrated like Brooklyn Decker and Julie Henderson to Alec Baldwin at 30 Rock. All those things that experts do that the average person doesn't know how to do, will learn how to do it on these videos. So this is my favorite part of makeup. It's concealer, because everybody always complains about their dark circles, right? So you have so many choices out there, and I know some people like certain things. My favorite is the Touche Eclat from Yves Saint Laurent. Then we have a highlighter from Laura Mercier, a plain old concealer from Maybelline, and then my erase paste from Benefit. These are my favorite concealers. I even have this new one. It's a cream from Arbonne. Hard to find, but you can find it online. Now I'll explain what each and every one does, because every concealer does something different. And I do a lot of layering with concealer. So if I have really dark circles, which Isabella, she doesn't have them as dark as me, but we olive skin girls get dark concealer, darks all the time. So let me just explain to you, if you are very dry underneath the eye, you want to use something very moist and liquidy. That's where the Maybelline stick comes. If I were to put the stick on her, I would just dab, little like that, just dots. And I would blend with my finger. And I like to put as much as I want, because whatever I don't keep on there, I blend in with the sponge. I use my sponge with my little point again, and what I do is I blend it in. And I find that this is the easiest concealer to work with, is the liquid tube. And I just get in there in the corner, and I'm blending it and blending it. And people always mistaken, if you have dark circles, the darker the circle, the darker the concealer. Meaning Isabella has dark circles. I'm not going to use the #1 light on her. I would either use a medium or a dark concealer on her. So that's just covering her with a liquid. Now, I also appreciate it's erase paste. It's a cream. And what I use is a concealer brush, and I take just a little bit, I dab it on my hand. You see the color?
Yeah.
It's very orange. Being that you have very dark circles, I'm going to show you the difference from using just a light one as opposed to a darker one, which would be more appropriate for her. This is the darker one. And as you can see, I'm dabbing with the concealer brush. And this is a cream. So it gives a little more coverage than the liquid. But again, I take my favorite little sponge, close your eyes, and I blend. And as you can see, this concealer was a little lighter, but because she has a darker circle, I used a darker concealer, and it blended much, much more naturally. And I really, really love the cream, because a cream definitely gives a little more coverage. And as long as you use it with a concealer stick, you blend it and it smooths it out. It doesn't get into the creases. Even on this side, I would smooth it out. So if you're a very fair lady, you would use a #1. If you're a medium to light person, you would use a medium, but if you're olive skin to dark, you always go with the darkest concealer, because you want the concealer to blend with your skin and your foundation. So if I just want to make her a little light here and light reflect so the circles aren't that dark, I would use one of these. These are highlighters. The Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat and the Laura Mercier Secret Brightener is just to brighten up the face. And this I use my finger because I want the shimmer to be in there. And I actually did the same exact thing for Reshma Shetty, the actress on that show Royal Pains, for her wedding. Even with a dark concealer, it wouldn't work by itself. She needed a little shimmer right in here to camouflage the darkness. And if you don't have a shimmer stick, you can also use eyeshadow. If you use a frost white eyeshadow, also helps, just right inside the eye here. and I'll show you how that looks. Sometimes I use the concealer brush and I just throw a little white shadow. And now her circles are gone.